Hello. As many of you know, I've moved back to my parents' house. I have been wanting to go through their pantry and organize it since I got here. And that says something about me more than it says about their pantry, I think, but also it says something about their pantry. You know, it's always good to go through your food, take mental inventory, rearrange in a way that you think is best for you. In any case, anybody's house, you know, nothing personal, but also this pantry is chaotic and it drives me crazy kind of. I don't really blame my mom. I mean, she's just a busy lady who loves to provide. Those two qualities make for a chaotic pantry, I think personally. You know, she was always the mom with the snacks when I was growing up. Like, my house was the place to be. I'm not gonna sit here and complain, okay? We were more than an ingredient household. But also, I just wanted to function better, okay? I don't wanna lose things in the abyss anymore. Of course, it's only gotten fuller because there's 5 adults here right now. And I'm not one of those like decanter obsessed people where they want to put everything into jars and stuff. I like jars personally, but I don't want to like make my mom feel like she has to constantly put things in jars. I don't want to make it all this super unrealistic organized pantry that she doesn't actually want to keep up with, you know? It's like those people that win like a mansion, but then they can't like pay the property taxes. Anyways, hope you like this video and subscribe if you want to.
Okay, so the first thing we're starting with is actually not even in the pantry, but the drawer right next to the pantry. As you can see, it's very obviously a miscellaneous drawer. Main characters of this drawer: the Ziplocs, foil, and knives. And then just random other shit. Taking it all out, wiping it down. I did edit out the cleaning from most of this video because I thought it would be annoying, but just so you know, I wiped down the surfaces before I put the stuff back in them. And then we're going through our seasonings, looking for any duplicates or wildly expired items because we're going to make a seasoning drawer. I did this in my last apartment and I found out that I really prefer it. I think it's the superior way to keep your seasonings. It's the best way, in my opinion, to be able to see everything all at once and find what you need without having to like move things around, lift things up and down, you know? This was the most drastic change that I made because I was trying to keep like the same kind of like layout of her pantry so it wasn't too dramatic of a change, you know? But I told myself I'm just gonna make her live with this for like a week, and then if she really hates it still, then I'll figure out a way to somehow put the seasonings all back into the pantry. Yeah, so at first I was just putting in the drawer the things that I thought we used the most, but then I realized it would be easier to just do single ingredient seasonings in the drawer and seasoning mixes in the pantry, if that makes sense. So then if you ever can't remember where something is, you have like a definitive answer rather than being like, is this something we use a lot? I don't really know, you know? And we do have a lot of seasoning mixes, and another thing is that I never think to use them. So I thought if we have a seasoning mix section, if you ever are cooking and you don't know what kind of seasonings to use, you can look at the seasoning mixes and get inspiration. I don't know. So now we're taking everything out of this area, which is supposed to be seasonings, but slowly everything else has made its way over there. So it's kind of just, you know, anything and everything is everywhere in this pantry. But that's okay because we're working on it. We're dealing with it. She has 2 tier shelf organization things in this area. One is really long. It's like an extendable one. I love these. I think these are so good, but anything you shove into the corners is going to become just like a black hole of items, you know, especially since it's literally like dim in the corners because the light doesn't get back there. So we're saving those for like turntables, or we'll see. But anyways, so I was really like messing around with the tier things because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, but I wanted one side to be seasoning mixes, like I said, and then the other side to be unopened cooking things. Any of those items that can easily just get lost and forgotten about if they're not in front of your eyes.
Speaking of making small changes to make your life easier / better / healthier, we should all be taking multivitamins. So I'm really happy to have this video sponsored by Ritual. It's something that I am proud to promote, and I've taken their multivitamin for years now. If you're vegan, you've probably heard it. You know, everyone's always saying the vegans need to take their multivitamins, and it's true. But also, so does everybody. You really want to worry about getting all the nutrients you need every day, because I don't. I already have enough anxiety and stress in my life. So I really like to have a multivitamin to give me like a foundation. It's just nice to have something that can give you what you may not be able to give yourself, you know? The bottle comes with this tablet in it that makes it smell minty fresh, so you don't have that gross, very unappetizing vitamin smell. You know it. We all know it. They're also designed to be gentler on the stomach, so you can have them with or without food. The Essential for Women 18 and Up has been shown in a clinical study to increase levels of vitamin D, omega-3, DHA, and folate in just 12 weeks. They also sent me their Symbiotic Plus, which is a prebiotic, probiotic, postbiotic. I've mentioned it before on my channel. You know, I have some gas problems, bloating and whatnot with certain foods on occasion. Sometimes it's real bad. This has really helped me with that. I didn't even like anticipate. I just wanted to try a new thing, see what happened. I don't think I've had any of my bad bouts of gas since I started taking this, which is really cool. If you're interested in trying out any of Ritual's products, getting yourself on a multivitamin, you can get 25% off your first order by clicking the link in the description using the code EmilyE25. And it's risk-free because if you don't like it within the first 30 days, your order is on them. Now back to the video. She always has like things like this, like chutneys, jellies. They're like specific. Gourmet sweet mango chutney. It always ends up just back there and it just gets forgotten about because it's something that you have to like plan for, you know. These kind of items, they're things that you don't want them to be front and center because it's not something you use all the time, but it's also things that just get forgotten about and then expire. And it does bother me that these look so different, like there's such a different vibe between these, and this is kind of discolored. I do have my wood ones, which would kind of work. Can't have everything you want. That's what I have to remind myself. You can't expect things to be perfect. What I would love is a large spin around thing right here for things like oil and vinegars and stuff. What the hell? What the hell? Oil, vinegar. I love that one song by Chappell Roan. When you're like, oh, what should we make for dinner? We see immediately, oh, you can make a dish with this creamy Cajun inspired cooking sauce. It's not vegan, but my parents could. It's not something you're gonna go looking for. It has to seek you out, you know? Ideally, it would be better if they came out further, they were more deep. Things could sit on here better because this is kind of hanging off the edge. This won't even fit on there. So I could replace this like later, but I don't really want to buy stuff before I really like test run it, you know? Oh wait, here's another chutney thing. See what I mean? Like they just get, oh, is it Meyer Lemon Ginger Marmalade? January 2019, girl. This is what I'm saying. Like I don't want this front and center, but these kinds of things like have to be, or else they just get lost. What I really would love is if we could have canned goods on a triple tier thing, because right now we have just 2 tiers and it's not okay. Because you never get to see what's in the back. You have to take everything out to see what's in the back. And that's just not gonna work. But I have to find a shelf thing that is wide enough for cans, you know? I think this is expired. And some of these, and some of these. Wait, am I missing something? Why is there so much room? Ew, I don't like that it's just turning on its own. We got the oils and the vinegars. We got the oils and the vinegars. This is the baking turntable, but I don't really like all the small items just being all thrown on there, you know? I was wondering if this could be for nut butter instead, because we have so many nut butters right now. But it's not the best roundabout. What is this called? Spin around, have a grand old time. It works, I just don't like it. And then I want to put the baking stuff on a different turntable. And then I really want to go through, actually what I really want is to make a matcha. What I really want is to make a matcha. Okay, now I wish to tackle the baking stuff. Oh no, there's stuff back there. Like what is this? And why is it in there? I think it's crackers, but like no one's gonna be looking in that basket for crackers. Oh my god, they're super crunchy. Expired. Trash. This just feels old, like the graphic design. So I don't know about this basket. It's basically just cupcake liners of different sizes and then this icing set. So yeah, I really don't like this basket. I want something clear, but for now we're gonna use this basket. But yeah, it needs to be clear, because like, see when I put this in here, then how would you know that that's in there, you know? It's gonna be like this for now. So I have these, which fit on a turnaround thingy, because I use them for baking stuff in my pantry. Spices. That's pretty nice. Okay. And what should go in the other one?
So now we're going through kind of some like breakfast items. We got some syrups and whatnot. I threw away a syrup that was like very expired, you know. I'll eat a lot of things after expiration date, but you just gotta, everything, it just depends, you know. It was very expired though. This part, I don't know, just like, who you fighting, you know, like what's she doing back there? And then I look like that viral video of that lifeguard that was like scanning, and everyone was like, oh my god, she's on drugs. And then the community notes on Twitter was like, this is a lifeguard scanning technique, she's fine. We also moved the medicine stuff down from that shelf to the one below it, but we aren't getting to it yet. Okay, we're just moving it, and even moving it was a challenge, so that's how you know it's not in a good situatedness. And now we're moving on to cans. I was really excited about the canned stuff, but there was more cans than I realized. I tried to use that tier organization thing that I took out before, but that barely held any cans on it. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I thought maybe it could hold like maybe most of them. No, not even close, not even half of them. So then I used this really big one, which proved a lot better, especially when I spaced them out like that. But it's definitely not made for cans. Like, the cans are kind of hanging off the edges a little bit. Anyways, we're using that tier shelf that I just tried and failed to use for the medicine. I did not like this. I just wanted to try it out. I mean, it's fine for like the bottled items and maybe some more sturdier boxed items, but the skinny boxes, not good. They were just kind of toppling over. So like the tier idea was really not good for medicine, but I had an idea. I have an idea. I will have an idea in this video, and you will see it later on. And then after that, I went on to the snack area. The area that should be fun, but it's really not fun because of a lack of organization.
This is the most inconveniently shaped bag. I want to get newer, bigger bins for the chips because this just like barely fits anything, you know? It's already full. 4 bags of chips and starter pack. This in there. And this will go separate because it's full. Who does this? Throat coat, I would like to go with like the medicine stuff. Now that my mom works at an elementary school, she has conjured so many sweets that she doesn't eat. Like, none of us eat it. Obviously not me. Is there an open bag of tea in here? Like, I'm tempted to just toss it all because I've offered this unwanted candy to people. No one wants it. Okay, this is all the like tea/drink things, you know? I need something to do with these. Also this. More candy! Like, she doesn't eat these things. Well, this basket was in there. I'm gonna see if maybe I can do something with this. I mean, it's kind of better than what it was before, just sitting in there. We have this that I took out of there, and I was wondering if I could like stack some things like that. Like put these on it, maybe. It could be kind of nice. But what would go underneath? I don't know. Wait, I might have an idea. I might have an idea. I just want to like do what I can with what I have now, just to get like a feel of what it's gonna be like. Try out the layout and stuff. Could also try this for the tea. I'm just gonna put some stuff on it and see what it would be like. Don't really know what else you would use this turntable for. Well, we could do jars. We always seem to need to have like an area for jars. Over on this side is a bunch of dog treats. I have this thing that's like a big drawer. Could use it for like all these little bags in here. And these plastic bags and stuff, potentially. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take all these like ones that aren't ideal or like have stuff written on them, like I couldn't really see someone wanting to use, and I will recycle them because like we'll just continue to get more bags. Like, it's gonna be okay. This is not the best. It could fit them better, so I'm not completely sold on this. Or wait a minute. They just go on top. Yeah. Why didn't I think of that? So I would like to change it to where it's like just snacks right here. you know? If I don't put the turnaround thing in the middle, then I don't know what else is gonna go there, because anything you put there, you know, it's in the corner, so it's kind of hard to get to. So we just imagine that this is a nicer, bigger bin. Another bin for snacks right here, but it will be better than this. Okay. Then what to go here? What to go here? I have this instant mashed potato. Oh my gosh, that looks so much better right now. Instant mashed potato. I just shove it in there. Small amount of rice. This is a bunch of rice. Just a bunch of bags of rice. I think these are really bad. I mean, I like that they're like open in the front. That's nice. But they're not deep. So like you want them to come out to here so you can see what's in them and grab from them easily. But instead they go back so far. And then you just have all this space in front of them that ends up getting taken up by things. I also have these in the beverage category, which like no one's gonna drink these, but alas, I will put them here, I guess. Thinking about maybe putting stuff over here so that I can put the snack overflow over here. And the skinny pop, put that there. Yeah, like that's not bad. These little random things that, again, if this was a better bin, I could put it in the bin, but I can't because they're not good bins, so I'm just gonna go in front of it. I knew there was something I was forgetting. It's because there was. There's more snacks. There's more like nuts and stuff. Yeah, there's all these crackers. Crackers and nuts. This one is like cooking. And this one is like medicine, baking, breakfast. Snacks and drinks, and then other things. So it kind of makes sense. So for this video, I was mostly focused on the middle 3 shelves of the pantry because that's where pretty much all the food is. Those are the shelves that we use the most, that we see the most. But I did want to kind of go through the shelves above and below those. I did this while my mom was out of town. It wasn't a secret. Okay, I got her permission reluctantly, but I did do it while she was away so that she wouldn't have to deal with the mess of the during times, you know? A lot of this I was like, well, I don't even know like what this is. Does she actually use this? Is this something from last year or from like 2013? Like I have no idea, but I went through it just so I could kind of take mental inventory and throw away things that are obviously needing to go. And I also kind of took the liberty to kind of like decide certain things that I think should be donated and put them in a bin for us to go through later, you know, because I'm not just gonna like get rid of her stuff without her permission, but also I really didn't want to put it back in the pantry. But I found a lot of fun little items and nostalgic items, also some things that were just like, girl, but that's okay because I also have things that I keep that people would probably be like, girl, what the fuck? I didn't film a lot of this part in depth, you know? You don't really need to see all that. So I really didn't have any better idea for the liquor, but because I was able to take a few things out of this shelf, there's a little more room. So I just kind of spread it out a little. And there was 2 extra large vodka bottles on the floor of the pantry. So I was able to move those up there so they're not on the floor. And now we're moving on to this area where the Ziplocs and foils and all that stuff is. I really kept messing around with this because I wasn't happy with it. I wanted that section to take up less of the food space. So because we had so many duplicates, I just moved some of the duplicates to another safekeeping place that I know of. Like we don't need 3 foils in the same place. Like it's okay. We need to like go through one first and then bring the other one back up, you know? Okay, so now I went shopping. I got some little organization items. I basically got everything at Marshall's. I had a bunch of stores that I was planning on like trying to find stuff at. They had a lot of good organization stuff, and I was like, I'd rather just buy stuff, go home and try it out, and then I can always take it back, you know? I could go to a bunch of stores until I find something perfect and probably just never find it. So I just took my chances. I hate how all these companies, they put all this sticky stuff on the product, like stickers that won't come off cleanly, nicely. So I got this to replace this. It has a division in the middle. Thought that would be good for like keeping things up, you know? Oh, almost didn't fit, I was scared. Okay, and then I want to be able to take this out of the box. Actually, it won't have the instructions. Oh, and it's not gonna fit. Damn it. But, I mean, you can just look it up. Like, it's okay. We can Google it. It's a standard size. So there's our mixes. She usually would have more, like, taco mixes in here. So, pretty nice. And I want to do the medicine now. I'm a little scared. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I don't know that this is gonna work. Nope, it's not gonna work. Immediately no. But they can set up, but I don't know how we feel about that. You know, I thought that the drawer would be nice for, it's really like, ooh. Oh my god. Unless we put the short stuff in here.
So my plan was to have a turntable for bottles on top and a drawer for boxes and bags on, oh my god, that scene in The Grinch where he's like, boxes and bags.
It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
Anyways, this idea worked out really well though. If only the Pepto-Bismol and Dayquil and stuff fit in the turntable, but it's fine. I just kind of like played around a lot with where I wanted the other items to go, and yeah, because there's just a lot.
Oh yeah, I wanted to have another baking section down here that's like less often used baking stuff, and then up here have like more used stuff. So like these things and this. But all these like specific things, like these random cupcake holders and stuff, I would rather them be somewhere else, you know, not taking up the space. So yeah, I would love for these to be somewhere else. I'm fine with that. Oh, it's kind of heavy. Can't stress that much about it being perfect because we won't really know if it's perfect until you use it, you know? Struggling, 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 struggling. I'm gonna get a bin. It could be just like various things, like panko, pasta. So now it's been like 2 weeks later since I've finished my transformation. I think it's still going pretty strong. It still looks very similar to when I finished, but my mom did come home from her trip with like 2 whole grocery bags full of snacks. She says it's not her fault. So it was kind of crazy for a minute, and then now I think it's come back to maybe a normal level, hopefully. So as you may be able to see, I got another one of these drawer rolly things for the snack area, but they do come in 2 packs, so I got 2. I put the other one where the dog treats go. I feel like these are kind of like a good medium between like having stuff just straight on the shelf and then having things in a bin. Sometimes having things in a bin can be kind of annoying because you have to like take out the bin, or like it's hard to move stuff around or like grab stuff, and sometimes when it's not in a bin it's like toppling all over each other. There's no sense of organization. So I feel like these are kind of maybe partway through that, because it's still very easy to grab stuff and pull it out. So throw that away. So this one's supposed to be kind of like the sweet one. So I had all that candy that I said I wanted to just throw away. She would not let me throw it away, so it's back in here. But I think I can fit it in here now. I really hate this. I hate this, but it's fine. Let me put that in there. And then this one, oh shit. This one is just chips. And then this one is basically just nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. Do you guys remember that vine? Yeah, we have a lot of nuts. And all these little bags with like barely anything in them do bother me, but at least they're in something. And she just left on another trip, and she said that it was very easy for her to find the snacks that she needed in here. So I'll take it. We organized the napkin, party napkin and plate area a little bit. I was able to encourage her to get rid of a lot of stuff up here. It doesn't look like much is gone, but we did move some stuff that was on the ground up here because she said she wanted to have less stuff on the ground. Several items have been added, but it still looks okay. So I think that's it to pass the test of being realistic, functional. I didn't show that I got a new turntable for the nut butters. I'm trying to think ahead too, because right now like all the kids are home and we are using a lot of nut butters, so this is perfect for the nut butters right now to keep them organized. But when we leave, my parents are only ever gonna have like peanut butter, so then they can just convert this to like peanut butter and syrups, because they would usually have a maple syrup like that. They might have agave honey. They have some molasses right now. Oh, chocolate syrup. This thing I kind of gave up. I did take several things out of here and organize them into the pantry, so I did something, but she does not want to get rid of this. It's too much change for her. I didn't want to, I wanted to replace it with something else because I want these to be clearer, but I think that was too much at once, so we're not worrying about this. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. Really appreciate it. Let me know what kind of pantry tips you guys have for your pantry. If you have your favorite organizational tools or items, bins, drawers, whatever, feel free to recommend them. I will be moving out someday and I'll want to have a very organized, nice pantry. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. What the heck, track? Are you bumping that? 365 party girl bumping that. Yeah, I'm bumping that. 365 party girl bumping that. Keep bumping that. Keep bumping that. Just do it on repeat. Keep. You gonna jump if AJ made it.